and welcome to episode 15 of This Knitty Life. My name is Rachel and I am coming to you from Leeds, West Yorkshire in the UK. It is Thursday the 9th of July. It is very, very rainy and cold compared to my last podcast where it was very warm. Today is chilly. So you can find me on social media as Rewarding Memories on Instagram. I also have a This Knitty Life Instagram thing as well if you want to follow that. My name is Reward on Ravelry, so you can follow along with my projects and whatnot over there if you want to. And yeah, I live in Leeds with my husband, little kids which are currently at school and nursery at the minute. Martha's last week at school this week and Theo finishes nursery forever next week, so I'm squeezing this in while the house is empty, and let's see when I can ever do it again. So I'm going to kick off today with a finished object. If you hadn't seen, this is my Zelda crop sweater, and it is, who made it? Can't remember. It's called Zelda crop, and it is, she makes loads of colourwork jumpers. I can't remember her name. I will write it on my Instagram thing. Darn it, I do know it. But anyway, this is made out of beautiful spectrum fibre. I have to fade, which you can kind of see, my pink because they were super duper duper different. Well, not super duper different, you can see on the sleeve actually, but these are like years old, so this is a couple of years old and this is more recent skein. And then this is spectrum on the top, the orange, and the black is just a mystery black, grey. But yeah, I really like this one. Super cute. I really like doing the colour work actually, it was fun. You can see it through, I guess I have got a black t-shirt on as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that, and I'm really annoyed that I can't remember the name of it. Super disappointed in myself. Never mind. Maybe if I just have a little look through my previous notes when I've mentioned it, that might be quite good. Just keep yourselves busy. You just can hear a car outside. Intro music. I've still not got any intro music. I keep on trying to get my husband to do some. But Handmade Closet, there you go. This is Zelda crop by Handmade Closet on Ravelry. I can't remember what her name is on Instagram, but I'm sure that's not what it is. So yeah, and this isn't a mystery grey, this is King Fibres. I think it's in a sponge colourway. So there you go, that's my finished object for the week. I've been trying desperately to get some other things finished to show you, but I will never podcast if I just keep on like, well, I just need to get this done and this done and this done. So I'm going to kick off with whips. So one thing that was kind of nearly done, but isn't, is my watermelon sock. So this is just ready for the toe now. Trying to pull off the needles. That's the wrong way. Yeah, so this is my gorgeous watermelon socks. I think this is the yarn hand dyed by Kate. I've done my nails. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it. I was just trying to get something different to pink or orange, but I'm really not digging this. But anyway, yeah, I think this is I think it's hand dyed by Kate, who she doesn't dye anymore, but this is a watermelons colourway, so I'm literally just ready to put the toe in now. So I did loads of it the other day. That was one day. Just kind of sat around the house really, because we're still kind of doing that. We're not really branching out too massively far yet. So yeah, got quite a bit of progress doing that actually. Yeah, it's just hanging out in my little grey girl pyramid-y bag. So yeah, so hopefully I'll at least have a half object next time, and nice to get the second one cast on, that would be good. But I've been putting quite a lot of time into one of my other whips because I need to get it done. And I did finish this, and this was one of my whips for a while. So this was a whip and now it's an FO obviously, but you know what I mean. I've been working on this one a lot too to get the body done. So in my another little grey girl bag, the little grey girl, this is a sock head hat. Also nearly finished actually. This is not too far, ready for the decreases. Now I haven't actually decided where this is going. I can't even remember what yarn it is. I've had this for a long time. That's what I've got left because I know I've knit on it loads of times. I've had this for a long time and I can't remember what it is. But I had this idea, I might knit on it a little bit while I'm here. I had this idea to knit hats for nursery. So Theo leaves nursery next week. He starts school in September. Martha started going to that nursery when she was 1, so in 2014. So I've been going to that nursery every week since 2014. So it feels like a really big deal that he's leaving. It felt like a big deal that Martha was leaving. But now this is like forever ever. Yeah, so I was gonna knit the key workers, which is what they're called, which I realise now that's a different kind of word. But yeah, I was gonna knit them hats. There's so many of them though. And now they've combined 3 centres in one, 3 nurseries into one, because the other 2 aren't open yet. So there's now all these other people that I don't know. So I'm not making those hats. But yeah, I had the idea to actually to make them hats. So there are a couple of members of staff that we are kind of closer to, whether they had like, there's one particular lady who had Martha when Martha was little, and now she's actually a manager, but oh, she's lovely. And Theo always wears rainbows. And she always sings the rainbow song, the up above the streets and the houses. She sings it every time she sees him, and I just love her to bits. She's awesome. So I am going to make her a hat. I don't know whether to give this one to another person or it is my sister's birthday in a couple of weeks, but I have made her loads of sockhead hats. She has got lots. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with this one. But that's what I'm working on that. So I did cast on for a hat for this lady. She's called Barbara. Matthew used to call her Baba. Hey, you Baba. Change is gonna come. So this is in Castleview Yarns. This is Hades. This is like the best navy blue ever. So I'm actually gonna make a Prism Hat by Tin Can Knits. So that's the one I've made loads of times with all the little triangles on. Yeah, so I just sat the other day and just did this. The rib is supposed to be, this light is bright, man, is on a 3.5mm. It did look quite big, but I have got it on a really long cable just because that's all I could find. So it does look quite big, but maybe it's not. Yeah, so I need to crack on with this. I've been umming and ahhing. I've been umming and ahhing about buying some minis to use for it, but I know I have a lot of minis, and I just need to kind of dig them out. So yeah, that's how far I've got with that. So this purple, I'm not feeling it. Normally I'm like, ooh, pretty, but they're shiny. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get going with that. I've actually got some boxes. I'm very excited about these boxes. I've got some boxes coming today from Amazon. They are going in my bedroom, if you know my bedroom. I've got a set of drawers that has all my indie dyed yarn in, all my 4-ply indie dyed. And on the top there's some baskets. So I've got a big basket that's got all my self striping in. And then then at one point it had like newer stuff. And then I've got a little basket that had 4-ply minis that were neutral. And then I had a little basket that was like speckledy minis, and then a basket of pom-poms, but they've just kind of overflowed. My baskets runneth over. I don't know if you saw, I did a massive destash on Facebook last weekend, and I sold a lot of yarn. I think I posted out about 14 parcels in the end, and a couple of them were 2 or 3 skeins each, so I've certainly not cleared the decks. I do have a lot of yarn, and it was all beautiful, and I've still got some left actually, as in 2D stash that didn't sell. But I just had it like a couple of years, 2-3 years in some circumstances, and I kind of just knew I wasn't going to knit with it because newer things come in and you're like, ooh, shiny, and I want to knit with those things, not the things from a couple of years ago. So passed those on. Obviously people have paid for them, and then I bought some more wool. and some other bits and bobs and things like that. It's Rob's birthday next week, so I got him some stuff. It's my sister's birthday next week. Yeah, bits and bobs, bit of sales here and there, accessorised sale. Got Martha some gorgeous swimsuits. They should be coming soon. I got some of the snag tights, the Pride snag tights, if you saw them. My footless ones just arrived today, so they're here. And just got a few bits and bobs like that. I did a pre-order on Black Elephant, so that's due, I don't know, end of the month, beginning of next month. I did another payment on my advent calendar for Spectrum Fibre, because that bill came in the other day. Yeah, so I made a lot of money. I won't lie, I've pretty much spent it all, because that's the kind of person I am. So yeah, so I did destash quite a lot. I have got some quite a few acquisitions today actually, but never mind. Yeah, so I've got my the boxes that are coming. Brain. They're just grey boxes. They're kind of like materially boxes, but sturdy. And they've got a little window on them that's clear, like windows are, and they have a lid. This is my lid. They have a lid. So I'm hoping to kind of replace the baskets with these and just tidy them up a little bit, because it is in my bedroom, and now I work from my bedroom as well. My little desk area is set up there. We do have to do quite a lot of conference calls and whatnot, and it's weird that like your whole team sees in your bedroom, and I've really tried to like angle it the right way and stuff like that, but if I angled it the other way, there's a mirror and it's just got like mirrored wardrobes. Yeah, so it just needs a bit of a tidy up really. So that's kind of my plan, and I'm really excited. They're due tonight, like before 9 o'clock with Amazon, and I'm really excited to get them actually, because I do have yarn dotted around. I do need quite a big sort really. I want to have like for this Prism hat, like I know I've got lots of DK minis, I know I do, but I do have my eye on some gorgeous ones, but I know I've got some, so I shouldn't. Speaking of DK minis, but I know I shouldn't, so I'm really looking forward to kind of having a sort out. I cleared lots out of my drawers, so to speak, the other day for the destash, so there's some room in there, and like I filled a whole bag in the living room the other day of just yarn that was kicking about in the living room, because when I get new yarn, I kind of like to squish it a little bit and not necessarily carry it around, although I would if I could, but I kind of like it around my person, as opposed to, oh, that's so nice, put it in a drawer. I like to be able to see it, and then that's how it piles up. So everything kind of needs to go away. But my system, which I've done, there is a highlight thing on my This Knitty Life. There's some T's in there too, it's my accent. This Knitty Life, there is on the highlight thing on Instagram of the drawers I'm talking about. So yeah, they just need a bit of a top up. And I've got a grey drawer, a purple drawer, a bluey green drawer, a paley neutrally kind of drawer, and a pinky kind of drawer, an orangey drawer. Yeah, so I try to keep it organised. And then in my other set of drawers, I've got DK and singles, which aren't actually in the 4-ply for some reason. So I just need a sort basically. So that is my plan. So they're due tonight, so I'm excited for those to arrive. I think they're about £25. Again, something else I used the money on. Yeah, so moving on, my next whip is also an acquisition, and this is where my nails actually work. Look at this. So this is Castle View Yarns, and this is Realm of Monsters, which is based on Moana. She's got a whole Moana season. Moana's a Disney film, if you don't know. Oh, it's gorgeous. I watched half of it today just because it was on Disney Plus, and I'm digging Disney Plus. Yes, this is called Realm of Monsters. So this is where Moana goes into the realm of monsters, which is like under the sea, and it's all pretty colours. It's such a pretty scene. I put a picture on Instagram actually the other day because I was watching that bit. Yeah, I'm talking really fast, aren't I? Sorry, I just do. So this is a DK sock, and this is the home body sock. It's not actually in my notebook because I only cast it on yesterday, but these are DK socks. It's knit on a 3mm needle. I must put my T's in my words. 3mm, because that's just how I talk. Yeah, I totally love it. It's gorgeous. I had my eye on it for a while actually, and she posted a gorgeous picture the other day of who was it? I think she's a dyer or a designer in the bralette, Jessie May something or other. One of the bralettes anyway. Jessie May Designs, I think it is. And she posted it in this colour and it's gorgeous. It's so, so nice. But yeah, really liking how this is working up. Just a few more rounds of this and then you do the heel. But DK Socks is where it's at. So yeah, I just cast that on yesterday just to have a little breather from another project that I've fallen out with. But I can't fall out with it for very long because it needs sorting. But yeah, it's a little beauty shot there. Yeah, I really like this. It's so squidgy. It's got nylon in. And not everyone has nylon in the DK. So that's good to know. So that's Castleview Yarns. That's my good friend Jen, who hopefully I might be seeing in a couple of weeks. We're going on a camping trip with some friends. And I saw her last time, and last year, it was in August last year, and she brought all of her yarn that she dyed and she launched in September last year. It's only been last year that she did that. And I was just looking at the photos today of all of her beautiful yarn and how clever she is. So the project I've fallen out with is my gorgeous Harry Potter bag, Lindy Lou. Oh, this project bag was in, this is Thimble and Thread. Gorgeous. This is a square one. I don't really have many square ones. It's a little bit big for what I'm doing, but I spotted it the other day when I was having a little sort and I was like, oh, I've not used that for a couple of projects. So I've just got that Prism Hat in, so I need to sort out the minis. But I'm going to do rainbow minis because Barbara likes the rainbows. Yeah, but that just hangs on your wrist too. So this project is my Jupiter crop. So last time I was here, I think I was probably here. Yeah, I was down there. So I'd kind of stalled with it. So what I decided to do was I went through it all and I put loads of stitch markers in. So there's now loads of stitch markers and it's really, really helped. It's not necessarily massively complicated, the colour work, but it is, there's not a lot of, I don't want to say continuity. It's kind of like, it's different. There's a word for it, I can't think what it is, but it doesn't flow very easily, so you've got to really watch the chart. So, and the stitch markers basically just help you keep track. So I got that done. I split for the sleeves. I stayed up to like midnight the other night and split for the sleeves. This is the Jupiter crop, by Boyland Knitworks, and this is in Beehive Yarns, which is my friend Beth. So I'm knitting this as a shop sample for her. So I will send it to her when it's done. I was debating knitting one myself for me, but I think maybe no. It's gorgeous. I wish I put the stitch markers on earlier, particularly with this leafy bit. But I sat the other night and I zoomed from, it doesn't look like a lot, but I think it is, from the sleeve tie off to the end, and I did all that in one evening. It was like a long evening, to be fair, like a good 5 hours. And then I posted a picture on Instagram like this. And I don't know if you can see over here, the short rows are in the wrong place. So someone pointed this out on Instagram, my friend Petra, and she messaged me today saying, don't hate me, please don't hate me, or something like that. But yeah, I'm annoyed. So here are the options. I could, and this is because my friend messaged me and said this is how we can fix it, okay? An option is to go into the neckline and pick up with a needle kind of like somewhere around here and just lob the short rows out. Yeah, take all the hem off, just pick up just above the orange and then knit like that. Or, and this is what Jane suggests, I might go, Jane lives not too far away, so I might go around Jane's from Barrowmew. She suggested moving the sleeves. So whilst I have made progress from the sleeves, it was an evening and it is annoying. But she said what we could do was wear the, so this is in theory the front, and look, the short rows are at the back there, but my sleeve is here. So she said we could move the sleeves. So she said if I drop it off with her, she's very nice like that, she would frog all this back for me and move the position of the sleeves. I think it's, I don't know if it's the start of my marker that's wrong or what, but that's our plan. So when Rob gets back from his travels, I think I'm going to nip to Jane's and see if we can make a plan. Excuse me. So Bihag Beth has these kits for sale in her shop, and she's doing Yorkshire Yarn Fest, which is the 18th, next weekend, 18th of July that is, and I would really like her to have it. So it's Thursday today, so ideally I would like, it's not massively far off either. Look at my numbers, oh, the charts in the kitchen, in the living room. That's this one. So it's, the body's like nothing compared to the yoke. Let me have a little look. I've not got the pattern, I've not got the chart here, it's in the kitchen. Sorry, I just yawned, apologies. I woke up really early for no reason. I beat Theo up this morning, which is most unprecedented. Oh, here it is. Right, so I am about to start. Oh, I already did start. Oh, bummer. So I'm on row 15 of 32. So I've in theory done half the body, which it did only take an evening. And if I have to frog it back, I have to frog it back. It is annoying and I will be annoyed, but it's wrong. And it's quite a big wrong, basically. So I can't leave it like that, particularly if it's a sample and she's going to have like pictures of it places. So I'm hoping that maybe I could still get that done. I would like to, so Yorkshire Yarn Fest is on Saturday. Beth's in York, so in theory I could, if need be, drive it to Beth, rather than, if I send it in the post on Wednesday, I'd be lucky if it got there by Friday. And then I'm just kind of, it needs blocking, it needs to dry. It's supposed to be sunny next week, but it needs to dry. So I might have to arrange with Beth and go and drop it off if I can get it done. And then maybe she'll let me put my little paws on her yarn. Yeah, so that's a bummer. So that's why I fell out with it. And it's my own fault. And it's only because I posted that picture on Instagram, otherwise I would have, I was totally on a mission and it was getting to midnight and I was like, okay, it's getting really late now. I need to stop this, but I'm so close, but I need to stop this. And it's only because I posted on Instagram, which I realise I do a lot, that it was pointed out. Yeah, bummer. So that is sorted out. So moving on, shall we have some purchases? I've had some nice purchases actually. So hang on, let me just move this light a little bit. My face, my top's all light and my face is a bit dark. I put more makeup on than normal because I watched some of my older podcasts and I've let it go a bit. Oh, I've got like a light. Oh, that's wonky. Bear with me. So I got more Hades. So this is Hades. I picked one up. This is Castle View. Talk about Hades quite a lot, so that's what I'm knitting the hat in. So this is going to be a crop pop cardigan, just to go with lots of things. So that's DK. And then I got the Realm of Monsters as well from Jen. That's the Castle View yarns. She's also on Yorkshire Yarn Fest on the 18th of July. Which incidentally is the day after my husband's birthday, but 2 days before payday. But we'll see. Not that I need anything. Yeah, so that's gorgeous. Another thing that came this week is this gorgeous yarn. This is my first ever stripy cat yarn, and this is in the flamingo colourway and a coordinating mini there. So this is self-striping yarn. I ordered this May. She's changed how she does her business now, I believe, There was a bit of a delay with it, so I think she's now been a bit more clear about people's expectations, I guess. But yeah, I ordered this in May, and it just came this week. So I've been waiting on this one, and it's super duper beautiful, and I can't wait to cast this on. I'm trying to get my watermelon sock done to get my lovely flamingos on. And then, oh, I'm going to do a giveaway today as well. I was going to mention that. I'm going to do a giveaway in a minute. I thought of a good question. So, as part of my D-stash, I knew this update was coming at the weekend, and I wanted to jump all over it. So my buddy Bryony from Spectrum Fibre was having an update. She shared a little sneaky peek the other week of some minis she'd been doing, and I knew I wanted to be all up in there. So I did. So please don't judge. If you don't want to watch this bit, don't. But do. Look at these. So she's just started to do these minis. They did go very fast. These are called A Bundle of Joy. So gorgeous Bryony colours. I think that's Bryony's nails, which is what I did the mohair in on my love note. So this is Bryony to a T. Her speckles are amazing. I think that is the colourway I got last month. I think it's called Peacock. So I've got that in 4-ply already, actually. Nice. I got a few, okay. This is my second one. This is Mojito, which I also have on 4-ply. Gorgeous. This looks quite similar to this one, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that blue. Oh, I think it's called Party Dress, that one. That pink, and then a beautiful speckle. Yeah, so it's A Bundle of Joy. So I got those and checked out and was like, oh! And then I went back for more because I'm gluttonous. So I got a DK bundle. So yeah, it's that Party Dress colourway again in DK. A gorgeous creamy one with some speckles. And this is Cosmo, which wasn't a club colourway, which I've got on 4-ply. But I did really quite fancy it on DK. And this is Joy, which is on my hit list soon. That's gorgeous. And then this lovely minty green. So I'm not quite sure what they're going to grow up to be just yet, but I've got some pattern ideas. And then I got these as well. This is Mojito. Mojito. I don't know how to make that not blurry. So I bought this originally on 4-ply. I posted a picture somewhere along the way. Someone made a gorgeous party top in this using this pink on the neckline, and it could have been my photo. Like it was so me, it was ridiculous. Like the colours, it was just completely up my street, and I just loved it immediately. And then I went to get the Mojito, and they didn't have enough DK, and because I'm me, I got 4-ply instead. But I really wanted the DK, and then I saw that she had these in, so that's my plan. So yeah, it's like this. Let me get like say this. There's a collar, like, yeah, the chair's squeaky. Yeah, so that's my plan for these. So I think it's gonna be the party top, and I would really like to. That's gonna be my reward for getting that Jupiter crop done, I think. Yeah. So that is my acquisitions. I also got the Stitches Tea company, which is the knit top, which I wear all the time, my sweatshirt all the time. I got a hoodie, a navy hoodie with I think it's a yellow neon. It says knitter on. So that came last Monday. And I got a t-shirt, and it's got a ball of yarn on it as well, in neon pink. So I've been totally living in those. So they came as well. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with those. So patterns. Talking about patterns. Someone suggested this to me. So this is the Sosu Knits. So I am knitting the hoodie shawl cardigan, which I have picked up for the border. That's literally all I've done. So I thought there's no point in showing you it. So this is the shawl shirt. And it is basically a jumper version of the hoodie shawl cardigan. hang on, I'm trying to find a picture that's not too, let's not got too much of the pattern on it. There we go. Yeah, so stripy at the top. I think I would probably do a different, I'd probably do an I-cord around the neckline, because if you look on the pattern page, I think it could be neatened up a little bit. Yeah, so I really want to do that. So that's a 4-ply one. She also has one called Shawl Shrug, which I also purchased, which is a DK hoodie shawl cardigan, basically without the hood, because I don't do the hoods. Yeah, so I'm really excited about those. So I don't know whether I might. A lot of the Shawl Shrug is in garter, so it's going to eat a lot of yarn, and I've got 2 of these. I probably should have got another one, but I'd already bought enough. But oh, I love it. I totally love it. I also bought the Painting Brick sweater, which is Stephen West's new one. So I've got the shawl on the go. It's still down there from my last podcast. So it's 2 weeks I've not touched it. Well, 3 weeks, because I know I had a week off before that too. Yeah, so I bought the Painting Brick shawl sweater as well by Stephen West, which came out recently. Anyway, there's some gorgeous versions of that. Sophie from Botanical Yarns did a gorgeous like light grey version with different pinks, and it was really, really nice. So yeah, so they're all the patterns I've been buying really. I'm really trying to kind of get a couple more whips done. I'm really pleased to have got this done. My hoodie shawl cardigan is really nearly there. So that's another garment done. And in terms of Knitty plans, I said we are going camping in, I think they said it was 16 sleeps to go. I've got a tickly nose, sorry. Hang on one sec. I just got water today. Got new earrings as well. I'm obsessed with earrings. Look at these. These, I can't remember what they're called. They're on Etsy. I'll post it on. But if you know any gorgeous, I particularly like studs, I suppose. And then this is my necklace that's also new. This is Jess Collins, and I've got earrings of this as well. But I'm a bit obsessed with them. Look at those. Yeah, a bit obsessed with earrings at the moment. Yes, sorry, waffle. I don't get to talk to very many people. We're going camping at the end of the month, and we go every year with some friends. So there's not nearly as many of us this year. So it is 20-something of July, and we are going to the Cotswolds. I don't know where. Someone asked me yesterday where in the Cotswolds. I don't know, in the Cotswolds. We actually have a private field, which is really nice. Kind of pen all the kids in. We get our own kitchen. There's a kitchen, like with an oven and stuff. So that's nice. One of my friends that's coming is remodelling her house. So she's not had a kitchen for months or an oven. So she's going to spend the week baking. Oh, I just saw all the pink speckles in the bottom of this one. Oh, hubba. Yeah, she's going to spend the week baking. So that will be nice. Yeah, so I think there's five families this time. So my kids, her kids, I think maybe 9 kids, which when we went a couple of years ago, there was about 18 kids. But people kind of have drifted off as happens, I suppose. Yeah, so we're hanging out in this private field. So I'm just looking at more camping stuff. We've got like an epic giant tent. We've not quite mastered the whole bed sleeping thing yet. We've not quite found the most comfortable option yet. So we need to kind of still work on that. So I'm going to try and do that maybe this next week. It's supposed to be nice and sunny next week. But yeah, really excited about that. We've got our bigger car. Since we last went camping last summer, we've got a bigger car because it was kind of really squished in. We had a Mazda before and it was kind of really squished in. I'm really trying not to play with my hair and I really can't help it. I'm sorry. No one's commented that it's annoying, but I know I've seen it on other people's podcasts. I'm trying not to. My boys got their haircuts yesterday. They have very big hair and now they're all like nice and tidy, and I can't still decide what to do. Whether to like, oh, is this just how long it is now, or yeah. I've had it long, I've had it short. Generally happy with them both. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. And the whole point of the camping story was I want to cast on a Weekend of Light in Die Candy Poor Unfortunate Souls. So I know that that's got a split hem, so I want to get that on the needles and get that done so it's just on the easy body bit. That's my plan for that. There's not a lot of knitting time necessarily at camping. It varies. I am a bit apprehensive. Last year I wasn't very well. Martha was on antibiotics, and Theo was just such a giant grump. And then Rob randomly got ill in the night and was really sweaty but shaking violently. I think he slept for 15 hours and then was fine. But obviously this time we need temperature checks and all of that. So I'm not worried about necessarily anyone being ill. I'm fine for the children to mix. I'm happy with that. I feel personally that the benefits of them being able to see their friends outweighs kind of, not necessarily everything, because obviously I wouldn't do it if anyone was ill, but I know the families that are there, and I know how good they've been in terms of what they've been doing and keeping their children safe and clean and hand washed and stuff. Yeah, so I think it's good for the kids to be that far. Obviously I'm gonna not be hugging everyone, not everyone's a hugger, so yeah, the kids are going to play, and I'm happy for them to do that because they love it, and they change so much as well from camping, just because there's such a broad amount of kids there. So Theo's the youngest that goes now at 4, and then I think it's up to 9. So his language always comes on leaps and bounds. Last year he was a giant pain, and everyone's like, oh, mine was like that last year, he'll be fine this year. And so I'm a little bit worried. I was looking through the pictures today, and there's a picture of me literally like this that Theo took actually, and I was proper stressing out. It's hard to parent in front of other people, even though they're your friends. Sometimes it is hard to parent in front of other people, and it was just hard. So it's only 3 nights, but yeah, it'll be fine. Last year was just a tough one. But yeah, so that's at the end of July. So yeah, we don't have any other plans other than that. I know they've opened up, there's no quarantine now after going to France and Spain and stuff. So we were originally going to do Eurocamp at the beginning of September before the kids went back to school, but I just don't want to do it anymore. Rob was really keen, but we have to go on a ferry, and then it's an overnight ferry, so we'd be sleeping, and then the aircon and all on people, and I'm just not comfortable with that. So I've said no, big fat no this year, I'm afraid. So just hanging out in the UK. But yeah, I don't judge those who are going. A couple of my friends are doing it, but each to their own. Anyway, I'm going to do a giveaway now. So I got this gorgeous set from Snuggly Stars Yarn, Gemma at Snuggly Stars Yarn. This is Williams Rainbow, and it's a gorgeous sock set. This is a 4-ply sock set. It is 48 grams of the main colour and 20 grams of the mini colour. Yeah, totally gorgeous. So I would like you to comment below the video. If you could like and subscribe, that would be really nice. And I would like you to tell me, as we are now at the halfway point of the year, what your most favourite thing is you have knit so far this year. I did a little review on my normal Instagram, my Rewarding Memories Instagram, of I should have brought this down, of everything I'd knit so far, and I think it was something like 13 garments. And I know that I did that many in a year, a couple of years ago. I have nowhere to put them, and I really don't know what to do with them all. I've got so many. From before I started doing indie, I've got lots and lots of acrylic ones, which are also completely fine. But I just fluctuate so massively with my sizing. I'm at the top end of it at the minute. but like I've got an owl's jumper in like a 34 chest, a 36 and a 38. Could probably do with a bigger one now. But I've got like 5 owls. I've got Central Park hoodies. I've got 2 of those. I've got loads and loads, and I don't wear them, and I don't know what to do with them. I don't necessarily want to just give them away. So I don't know whether to just do like a bit of a sale on them, and like say a tenner and postage or something. I don't know. I just need to kind of clear out really. But I had a little review on my favourite things. So if you would like to win this gorgeous sock set, then if you could comment below on the video, feel free to tell your friends and share the giveaway. If you could just tell me what your favourite thing is you have made this year, or if you've not made anything yet, because you know the world's gone crazy, the thing you would most like to make, like totally got your heart set on, can't wait to make it. Yeah, so if you just want to comment below the video, that would be super. I will put this on Instagram as well, just so you know, because I forgot to mention it at the beginning. I did bring them down especially though. So thank you very much to Gemma for that gorgeous podcast prize. It came to me the other night, what I could say, because I wanted to do a giveaway, but I didn't know what. I was going to do a knit along, but without a Ravelry group, and I appreciate Ravelry's. Oh, what's happened with Ravelry? Yeah, I appreciate lots of people can't use that now. So I'll just do it here. So just the favourite, the most favourite, the favouritest, the bestest thing you have knit this year so far in 2020. And if you'd like to comment below, and then I will draw a winner for that on the next podcast. Not quite sure when that'll be, but it's normally like a couple of weeks. Yeah, I might be able to get away with it. Oh, is it next week? Rob's off. Yeah, I'll probably leave it a couple of weeks. I need to find a time when the children are always going to be here now. So it's just going to be a time when Rob's not at work and who can just take the kids out. So they might be shorter podcasts because this is now 45 minutes. Right. So there you go. So I meant to mention at the start, I appreciated the comments on my last podcast. I got loads of comments because I do like the comments. And I appreciated that you liked that I made comments on the last one in terms of the Black Lives Matter movement that's happening. I know people are more articulate than me. I get that. But thank you for being nice about that, because I didn't know what to say. That sounds like my husband back. I didn't know what to say, and I just kind of wanted to get my point across that Black Lives Matter and how on board we are with that as a family. And yes, anyway, that's what I want to do. I appreciate that COVID is still rife in lots of countries. Like, America is getting hit so hard with so many things, particularly the giant orange one. Yeah, so just stay safe. Not everyone can get out and do stuff. Look after each other if you can. If you're not hearing from your friends and you normally would, give them a chase up. Check they're okay. Someone's being quieter than normal. Everyone's struggling a bit, aren't they? I'm struggling a bit. Hands up. Struggling a bit. Each day varies massively. As is this working from home thing. I'm safe. You know, the number's quite low where we are in the UK, but I'm still struggling a bit working from home, not getting to see my colleagues, not getting to see my family as much as I want, or my friends. It's rotten. But yeah, just take care of each other. So I am going to have a bit of dinner, and then I need to work for a little bit. Yeah, that's also a struggle. So yes, thank you very much for joining me today. And if you'd like to join in with the giveaway, if you could like and subscribe, and we're quite near 350. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? Yeah, so yeah, join in the fun, and I hope you managed to get some knitting time. Maybe not as much as everyone wants, but I hope you managed to get some knitting time, and I will catch you later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.